emitting. Toxins going up. Toxin screen.
Gotta go! Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Last player standing.
Woo! Let's start! That should work. Concussing him.
Cutting through. Here.
Last player standing.
Gun here. Hawk out! Blinded. Hawk out!
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Heading to the above. I am with you. We are strong. Hawk out! Blinded.
feet!
Last player standing.
Poison orb emitting.
One enemy remaining.
Time to jump.
Spike planted. My ult ready. Found one. Hawk out. Blinded.
Last player standing.
Killed their omen. I've got your trail.
Time to jump. Cover going out. I'll handle this.
One enemy remaining.
I'm back. You all have guns. Now cutting through. Here.
Grenade!
Shadows traveling.
I need pulling them in! Well divided!
One enemy remaining.
Ha! I end them. Feely, feely. Take a breath now. Release the tension. Good? Let's go. I'm going above. Checking the situation. About there. That'll work.
Toxins going up. Toxins. Welcome to my world.
Spike planted.
Headshot. Grenade.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Ores and ore emitting.
Satchel up.
Right there.
Thirty seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Sorry, Manu. Grenade! blinded.
Scatter.
Spike planted.
Omen flashes on CT, gets nothing, but breaches after shocking on CT while there is no one. But yes, they're still playing their post plan with all backed up towards and backside, waiting for the push. Wizard gets potato. Haunt able to get 3 there, and Colin picks out the last one and names this round to SNHU and is going to be up Y1. SNHU. Blue is going to be 6-5, and we go on to the last round of this half.
So like, yeah, so like,
Last
so like
round
there.
of the half.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Just let me know when you're about to actually throw us live. Oh. Okay, everyone. Now that we have sound and everything right there is working. SNHU right now is up. It is 6-5. They're up by a single point here. I am joined by one of our new casters,
Hamza.
Hansa over here. So pretty fun, pretty entertaining. I now get you no longer have to solely hear my lovely voice this entire broadcast.
Yes, yes, but we do have SNHU Blue playing Utica here on split, and this is the last round of this half where SNHU is defending and like just attacking Utica here. Enzo is trying to go up ramps, trying to find for something, but is backed up. Duamza is able to find Sky, but Viper also trades him off. Reach ults on Heaven, but doesn't get anything. Colin is going to find Omen, and Colin is also going to find Viper on side as well. But
Haunt though.
gets both of them lined up and gets the defuse on to secure that last round for SNHU and make them up by 2 rounds there. 7-5, and this half is ended.
Yep, so we are now going to be going over to the attack side. So here going to be swapping around there now. On the red side, SNHU's up by 2 right now. Looking across the board, I mean, it's pretty standard pistol round. We got a couple of ghosts kind of just playing around right now, and we do see Haunt there already going to throw. I have still yet to see Haunt get his legendary quad kill. Usually at least once a game, he will hit a quad, and I do not understand how he manages
Really?
to do it. He just, I don't understand it. There was, I think, like last semester, there was like 3 or 4 games in a row. It was just like a quad. And it was just the craziest like
No
way
way.
of just like eliminating people.
No, yeah, Haunt is pretty good. I mean, always gets 4K sometimes.
Yeah.
And the round starts, we get a dog stuns Sky in vents, and Colin dodges that flash, but Sky is able to go back off from Wentz. But they still didn't get any space on mid, just trying to make some pressure and rotate, pivot towards A here, Colin and Dylan CS. We do have still Potato trying to find something on B main, but Omen is nowhere to be seen near Garage. He's always all the way in backside. But we're still going on towards on A here, trying to find something on ramps. There's still nothing.
So SNHU here slowly pushing their way over onto the A point. We see Hunt there just trying to cause a little distraction, but Dylan's already on point there, going to get that spike down, and SNHU now going to quickly set up and get prepared for this engagement here. As we do see Dog does go out, is going to see at least the 2 people there on the other side, but so is Yeoman going to start throwing some smoke around here. Potato going up is going to get that headshot on Wizard, is going to back off. Dylan, though, going to get Hanzo through the wall bang. And Joey and Jack, they're both going to get some revenge. Colin going to take out Joey. It is now a 2-on-1. And Jack here just sitting in the corner. Potato should know exactly where he's at. It looks up and just misses it. Colin there going to get that final elimination. Still going to be up 8-5.
No, Potato is absolutely good there on Lurk, coming in from a from mid through vents, got 2 there, and was actually being a really big problem for the Viper as the last man standing, and was able to get him afterwards.
Yeah, Sue here looking around the loadout. I mean, we got some Guardians, we got a Bulldog. Madov would be screaming and happy about seeing that Bulldog there. But I mean, it seems like a pretty common loadout across the board. We did see some heavy and light armor here. But looks like SNHU here slowly stacking up closer to that B site.
Yep, no, they're pivoting towards a little bit toward mid. They are all the Dwams is playing all the way deep in B lobby. They're trying to find the Omen who mostly peeks out, but isn't peeking out there. But yep, grouping towards B main garage now with Colin trying to look for something on mid, but finds nothing right now.
As you do see, SNHU slowly now going towards the side. Henzo, though, is going to get spotted by Dylan or Potato or Dwums. Not sure which one got that shot off, but there was a hit there, and he's now going to blind fire through the smoke. Not going to get anyone. SNHU going to back off now. As you do see, Haunt there playing on the far side. A dangerous game. Might be peeking around this corner here. There is the Bird. Bird comes out. There's Flash, but it's not going to get anything out of it. And Wizard now just going to start playing chicken right around the corner as the rest of SNHU now is going to regroup with Haunt at A main here, slowly pushing into this point.
Yeah.
I see Jack just kind of sitting around waiting for someone to come in.
Yes, Wizard did spot, but couldn't do anything about to retain that ramp space. But as they get the pick, they're pushing into side. Viper does get Dwums there, and they do have backside SNHU, but Jack was able to fight someone there, but couldn't get anybody. Haunt dies, and
Joey and Potato here are going to trade off. Potato there going to be the final one to get there, and tries to go high. Colin, though, just going to finish, or no, SNHU is going to win there as I got the colors mixed up there a little bit. Looking at this, kind of looks like SNHU going back for the same composition here. Looks like some of them are going to hold on to this a little bit. SNHU just needs 4 more round wins to really to win this first game. But I mean, you notice anything in that last round that you liked towards the end?
And towards the end, it was just Colin got looking for something on Heaven, and then he got the last man standing on site. But yes, they did force in the last round Utica, but now they don't have any guns, which is like hard to kind of like push the site with. We do have Boombot coming in, and we have like 3 people on B ready to fight them, and they apparently know and are backing off from garage, trying to find something. Probably on mid, or maybe go all the way on A through spawn, and they're gonna leave a clone out on garage, and Potato does get Viper. That was the lurk. Now they don't have to worry about any lurk. It's just as they do get the Viper, they are pivoting towards back on B. Joey is gonna get Potato there.
Yeah, SNHU kind of spread out right now. I thought Potato there was gonna get headshot in that doorway because I saw the Viper on the map just sitting right there. As SNHU now going over, they do have Dwums here on the point. He's gonna go ahead and start clearing everything out as Dylan carrying the spike might turn the right corner. He's gonna turn, and there is that Neon that's sitting around the corner. He does turn, does miss that shot, and there goes the explosion, but he's still gonna get it anyway.
No. The Bucky shot miss is crazy. No, with the Sheriff headshot, and Dwums is able to get that pick. Joey aftershocks that angle and gets him out of that space with the flash coming in from Sky. And this retake is going to be really hard for them. With Sky is playing on pillar with one playing in garage and one playing back. This is the perfect post plan situation SNHU could be in. Sky does get, Wizard does get Dwums on back, and one Haunt gets 2 from Heaven, and the last one is going to get picked off by Colin in garage with a Bulldog. That is nice. They do get 3 guns still, and their econ is amazing right now. SNHU with the crazy round as well. Up by 5 now, 10-5, looking bad for Utica.
Yep, and there's only 3 more 3 more rounds until match point here, so Utica's gonna have to start. Is gonna have to win the next like 9 rounds. No, 8 rounds, I think. 8 rounds. But going across the board here, we do see Spectres, Vandals coming out from Utica. So it looks like they are going to have a little bit of an econ advantage when it comes to that. But SNHU, obviously, not too many of them died. So they are just going to keep their weapons until they do get picked off. Colin, though, playing a game, is going to peek. He's going to get picked off there by Wizard, but Dwom's going to take Wizard down. Aircoast is going to take Potato. Dwom's there going to ball.
A lot of trades there in the fight on A main, but SNHU coming out as victorious in that fight. They're trying to take some space on ramps here, not going site, of course, because they lost their dive duelist, so they're gonna have to look for something on heaven. Can't get through the wiper wall here yet, but we don't have anyone on A except for Breach, which is all the way backed up towards CT. And two people pushing him there, and gets Dylan CS and backs off. Haunt trying to find the Breach still. Flash comes in through, and Haunt does find Joey. And they do have A, but they need to go plant because there is nobody on A. Omen and Viper still backed up in spawn yet.
You see Drums here going to be the lone last man standing here for SNHU as Utica here slowly making their way, but looks like they're now going to be quickly rushing here. Drums have to be very careful. Watch those areas as we do see two of Utica coming through. Does send out another one of his orbs on the ground. Does see two, but is going to get picked off there by Jack. And Utica here is going to have a free defuse.
Yes, that's their first buy round, and they get it. Nice round there. Nice communication from Viper, from Jack, and Yeoman there in the spawn, peeking Plums together and taking him off. It's 10-6 now, and
looking at across the board here, we do see so Phantoms, Vandals, heavy armor going across the board. There is a shotgun on Akira, so
of course by the Neon with the run-in shotgun. Of course, that is the best meta in this game right now. Don't need to nerf
really?
that agent.
Really?
Just like slide and just get them with the shotgun.
Oh, yeah. I could see that. As, we're already going to jump in. There is the Dwum's clone coming out. Or, no, that's actually just the,
no, it's
actually ultimate.
Yep. With the Dwum's ultimate, they had to get pushed off, like back off on site. They were trying to fight a main there, but couldn't really get that. But yet, now they have information on A and know that there are 3 or 4 playing on A. They have to go and try to find something on B, which is the most wise play here. But we do see Potato inside Wentz, which can be a good lurk if someone does decide to come mid here.
You see Colin there going to jump up. It's going to see Henzo. Henzo they're going to fall with the wall bang there, and Dylan here going to go ahead and start planting the spike down as the rest of Utica slowly works their way towards the point. You see Jack in this open way, and looks like we got some of the util coming out. Jack going to back off. Then there goes the dog. Looks like they're going to try to counter and try to get a little bit of intel, and I don't think it worked all that well for them. Dwom sitting up. There is that aftershock coming in. And he's going to sit high there. Dwom's going to get another. And Potato going to finish that one off, and it leaves one man standing now.
Yep, Joey FBS still on Heaven goes down by Haunt, and Snowy's going to name that round to them. 11-6 now. 2 more to go for Snowy. Map can be theirs, but the econ for Utica is not looking so great. With they're probably gonna have to buy sheriffs and light shield here. Where, however, for Snoo, it is looking pretty good. And I know Potato doesn't have much money to buy, but there are a lot of people who can buy him with a lot of money in their bag right now.
That is true. And right now, looking at the ultimates, there's 3 ultimates for Utica coming up, and Colin does have one. I mean, at some point they're going to start using some of their ultimates on defense. There's only 2 more rounds before match point potentially here.
Absolutely.
As you see, Drums there does catch the peeking Neon, but is not quite able to finish it off. As you see, everyone slowly is starting to make their way to the side. We see Jack getting ready to throw it. Is going to send the Molly out. It'll leave Wizard trapped in that corner, but it's still no one. Wizard going to take Potato out, and Haunt, though, going to take Henzo. And looks like SNHU here is going to back off and maybe go for that A site.
Yep, 2 down here for SNHU, and Viper being really low here. Dwums is still looking for someone that pushes through B garage, but there is no one. So they're still going through mid to A, and Joey is going to get Dwums if Dwums get after Dwums get Jack there. And bomb is still being planted. Have Neon backing off there. Colin Alton is able to get Joey. There's not much that Neon can do here, and Sky does take that flash out, and but they're still in a good post plant position. Viper does ult, and it's looking really hard for Utica to now kind of get through this retake. Cap comes in. They know it's a fake. They're not peeking yet, but with the spray, and Haunt
Last
gets
player
Neon,
standing.
but Wizard is gonna get Haunt there with Colin.
Wizard there trying to defuse. Is going to play the game. It goes for it, and here is Colin, but Colin's going to get taken out by his own bomb. And that is going to be. It is now a match point for SNHU here.
Yep.
Might be able to take the first one depending on how this round goes. We do see Vandals and Phantoms, heavy armor, and I mean, kind of the same across the board for the other team here, though. Joey, though, going to go for that lighter version.
Yep, with the light shield. I mean, Joey needs to use his ult in some in some of the retakes. He could have used it on A last round, but decided not to. But yes, we do see SNHU still playing default with the Viper all the way on A and putting some pressure on mid. Flashes coming in, blinds both Sky flashes, blinds one of them. Potatoes taking space. Another flash comes in from Wizard there, but still backs them off on Heaven.
They're going to fall in that engagement as they are slowly trying to take these corners here, but there are 3 of Utah's players here sitting in that mid zone, and looks like everyone else now starting to gather, going towards that A side. But the problem with the A side is that Viper ult is out, so that area is clouded up with all that poison mist.
But they're still pivoting towards there. Let's see if they can find the Viper, get that ult down, and then they have a free side actually, because 3 people are on mid, and they do get the Viper. They're still gonna check for some corners, but Haunt is really sped up there with the satchels. They go in A. They know that there is nobody on site, and now Utica is gonna have to play for the retake, coming in through Wentz. Joey clearing everything off, finds everything that there's nobody on Heaven, with the Neon running in, gets Dwums there, and they still have to worry about Colin on site, which can get anything, but no, Neon picks him off with the 3K and winning that round for Utica.
Utica here going to take this round, making it 12-7. SNHU still only needs to win 1 round. It is first to 13.
Yep, but the econ is getting better for Utica now with the Vandals and the heavy shield coming in. But SNHU does not have to worry about guns right now, as if they would have to if they lose 2 or 3 more rounds. But right now it's nothing to be worried about when it comes to econ. But yes, now we are still playing the defaults, still having Dwums on B, trying to find something, Viper on A, and putting some pressure.
Looks like SNHU are going to try to push through that center. Henzo, though, gonna get kind of dealt some damage by Dwums there on the far side. Down there, all as getting blind as well, they cross that center. Maybe thought about sending that bird out. Is not. Hunt slowly creeping up to the Heaven A over here. Maybe waiting for it. There's the bird. Gonna get turned away, not flashed, as the post team here going to quickly back off, and they're not playing super aggressive to try to get to this point right now.
Yes, with the bird, they know that they are going on A. We do see the rotations coming in from Omen and Jack there, but they're still backed off by the nade. The plant is going to go down from Dylan CS. Haunt is looking something for Heaven and is going to get spotted by the dog. They are trying to get Haunt here with the ult coming in that I was talking about from Beach here, and he couldn't get anybody off that ult. Dylan CS is able to get both Neon and Jack, with Joey and Henzo trying to find picks on SNHU. We do have 2 people still on Heaven playing the post plant. Potato with his stars, with the playing it suck, with the stun as well. Still no peaks. They know it's a tap, but and Haunt does get both of them as they were lined up, and this game is going to be of SNHU today. 13.
It is going to be. First point is going to go to SNHU. pretty interesting overall, and we are now here looking at everything. So, I mean, what did you think of that first game?
No, pretty good. Utica did play good when it was their attacking half. They were really aggressive. They were going in for with them 5-man pushes, sometimes on mid, sometimes on A, sometimes on. But of course, teams adapt, and SNHU did get a chance to adapt to their 5-man pushes, and then they were, they were holding them off. But Utica really disappointing in the defending half. Couldn't really get more people. It's their play style. They like to be aggressive. They like to fight on mains. They like to fight on choke points. But it was just not working with them because at the potato, with he with his lurks, he was trying to put them in really bad positions, always trying to get one or two there.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of looking at the beginning where we saw like SNHU won the first 2 pistol rounds, but
Yep.
then there was like a 5 like round like loss streak from SNHU.
Mm-hmm.
So that timeout. So I'm kind of curious to see what Sutan made to their changes. I mean, overall, it like from looking at where their positioning was, it didn't seem like a whole lot really changed from that perspective. Maybe it was just telling them to slow down a little
Yeah.
bit, maybe not rush it, let them come to us as they were playing on that defense for the first half.
No, yeah, absolutely. Like, Utica was really aggressive on their A pushes. You did see, like, let's talk about the B push, for example. We
Yep.
had Dwums there, and every time they would push out, he would TP out and not even fight, not even try to get
Yep.
one. But then as we went through the rounds, we saw that he started fighting for that space, maybe try to get one. And when that neon was running up, he
Yep.
was able to get that neon and then TP out. I think that is really good for a retake because that just puts them down one number, and a 5v4 retake is always better than a 5v5 retake. Because Utica as a team plays really good post plan. They get into really good positions early on, and then they challenge their enemy team really better if they are in a post plan position, and obviously if they're pushing. But yeah, really good game today.
Well, I mean, we still have like 2 more to go. Still best of 3. So first
Yeah.
game is gonna go to SNHU. But we will be right back once all the players are back in their seats. Hello, everyone. We are back. It is going to be game 2 here. Is going to be on Bind. Should be pretty interesting overall. I mean, there are already 4 lock-ins from Utica.
Yep, we do see Sky and Brimstone really like standard picks for bind, and then we have Raze also a standard pick for bind. Wito coming in as well, but we do see Teho from Utica here, which is kind of odd because I've never seen anybody play Teho on bind. But let's see. I'm really excited. Teho and Gecko as well, which Joey FPS is going to be running here. But pretty interesting comps here coming in from SNHU and Utica. SNHU is going to be more standard with their comps, but Utica is going to play some interesting comps, which I'm like curious to see.
Well, I mean, I know SNHU, at least in the beginning of the season, started wanting to play more of the double, I think, double initiator, I think it was double initiator towards the beginning of the
Right.
season. Just because of the meta had slight change, little buffs going to some
Absolutely.
of the initiators, and it just kind of worked out in their favor. But I mean, it seems it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm kind of curious. I've never actually seen the veto come out.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of curious to see what Dylan, or not, it's not Dylan. What's gonna be, what Potato is gonna be playing there? Or not,
Guido
Dwums.
is overpowered on Bind, to be honest with you, because there's no mid space there, so it's only like 2 sites that you have to worry about, and
Right.
wherever Dwums is going to be, it's always going to be hard for you to get a push.
Going around here, pistol rounds always fun. First 2 rounds always go to the pistols. We'll see how it goes. If SNHU does manage to take this game, they are gonna advance to the finals. But we still have a long way before that really happens.
It's really in this game. But yeah, we have Colin, I think, trying to find something off showers here. But yes, Potato with it's like a couple shots there, but we do see Utica pushing all towards on A, as we all already see. Raze gets Potato on lamps. Now they do have lamp space. Someone trying to work through that up, and Brim does get through there, and Jack is gonna find Dylan CS there on showers. Dwums and other one is going to be just clustered towards that shower space. Colin trying to find the Jack here, but is unable to. Jack's gonna back off. Maybe get something there from Cypher.
Hunt is going to end up getting at least an elimination there, as everyone is kind of just sitting in the corners here. Everyone's staring down at each other, waiting to see who's going to make that first move, but it looks like SNHU here are going to quickly get closer on the point. There we go. Joey, though, is going Joey and Hanzo both going to get people, but that is going to be unfortunate, as SNHU there is going to fall on the first match. Point is go to Utica.
Yep, that was like not a good hold, you could say. I mean, Colin couldn't really get Jack there. Maybe wasn't disciplined there. Just like kind of just hold that off. But Jack was able to find that pick in showers, and I think that was the point where it all got messed up with the sight hold.
Yeah, it just kind of peaked at the wrong time and just
Yeah,
kind of got caught out there.
Exactly. Like just got timing,
Yeah. And we are now underway. It looks like Utica here is going to be trying another A push, but there is that Viper wall coming up. And there's Dylan got caught out, but managed to get away without taking any damage. And it looks like everyone here is chilling, waiting. Dwums, though, just waiting for that class. It's going to go by everyone. And doesn't get picked off there. We do have a couple exchanges. It's going to go after Henzo. Henzo there going to fall to Dwums as the point here. He gets caught. Gets another. Dwums, though, is going to get picked off by Joey.
Dwums get 2 there. That was a really nice position to be in, but still 2v2 here. Bomb has been planted, and Joey was looking to molly lamps, but decided not to at the end of the day. It's gonna molly bomb when it gets tapped, or not. Still mollied it. We have grenade coming in in short, which Joey is gonna get caught in. Diffuse coming in, not happening. Still going in, and just goes down from Joey FPS. Both Joey is able to get both of Colin and Haunt there, and gets to the round to Utica.
So both pistol rounds going to go to Utica this time around. SNHU going to grab some Vandals and some Phantoms. We can see Hunt there still rocking that pistol, but not for long as he's going to go for that Bulldog. I'm going to light shield. Meanwhile, the opposing team here still got some pistols. They do got a Guardian, and there's a Phantom just kind of killing on that team. Light and heavy armor across the board, but looks like they're going to... Nope, they're still going for the same strategy.
Yep.
I figured after that they might have thought they conditioned SNHU just enough to get him to think to go and accept that point, but nope. See, Drums, though, is calm. They're going to get that first elimination of the round, taking out Wizard. That's going to already shift the balance in SNH's favor as they are now slowly backing off and not have to. Someone going to take the long way around.
Oh yeah, finding something in Shower Jack here. Maybe if he gets Potato there, they might go into an A push again. But let's see, still nothing from Jack. But they're still grouped up towards on A short, still looking to push A here. But it's not going to end well for them. And Henzo gets the pick on Drums. We still have one Lamps. Smoke's coming in. And Joey is going to ult in Lamps. That is going to push Colin out of there. But they do have a lot of space on map now. They just need to get Sky in the backside and Colin that is on Heaven, I think. Sky in backside still holding the site off here, but... Henzo is gonna get there.
Yeah, Dylan, they're gonna peek, and that it's not gonna last very long. So we see more smoke coming out as they are now going over to the B site. They still have yet to put this spike down, but they're going to, and Haunt there are going to get picked off by Akiro. It is now Potato being the lone ranger here, gonna be the last one. So they're going around this far side. Gonna go potentially here, might peek in a very dangerous position. Is gonna grab that Vandal. Is gonna see one. Is gonna take out Akiro. Akiro, they're going to fall. Joey sitting in that shipping container there is going to get covered. Potato, though, might be playing dangerous. Might not look the right way at the right time. Going to look here. He's going to go for it potentially. And there is a little notification. Does see it. Does try to wallbang the Henzo, but is it going to happen? There, it's going to get trapped here between two people. Not much he can do as there is Gecko's little helper come out. And there goes...
Playing with him, I see, with the... You know, peaks.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Either you try to go for it and you get shot from the right there, or you're gonna get shot from the side.
Exactly. Couldn't even save his gun there. Potato tried to make something out of it, but couldn't. You know, he knew that there were like a lot of low people, but that's why he pushed. That's what I think. That was the sole reason that he pushed, but he couldn't get anything and lost the buy round now. Pretty rough for SNHU in the first few.
Yeah. Should be pretty interesting as we did see. It looks like there was a lot of sheriffs coming out for SNHU. Akira, though, does have that Outlaws. That might be a little bit of an issue here for SNHU on the defense as they are playing a little bit more aggressive. And there goes Akira taking out Dylan as he just peeked the corner and instantly regretted it. And SNHU here still just holding position. No one quite doing anything too crazy, but Utica just chilling absolutely. Barely moving at all as you see a couple of their players slowly creeping up towards that B site. Looks like they might be trying to go for a B plant.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, with that pick on with an Outlaw, getting Dylan there, I think it is a nice play to go to B right now. But they still have to kind of look for information, try to see who's playing in hookah, who is playing on site, and then. But with the SNHU, there's pivoting towards A, we have 2 rotations coming in on A. We have now like 3 people on A and only Haunt. And he gets the pick on Henzo there. Still, we do see that the Utica is still pushing on B. There is alone. Haunt is alone on hookah here, just holding off the site. But they're not really fast with it, to be honest. They're like taking their time. The flash coming in. We do have Dwums here still on site.
Hunt, though, going to take a few rounds and it's going to shoot off a few rounds of people as well. But it looks like Utica here, College here, going to get on the point. Joey there going to just ball bang Hunt. Unfortunate as SNHU slowly getting picked off. Colin, though, going to take out Joey. And that is going to force at least Utica to spread out a little bit. Maybe not make too many corners. It's going to toss that grenade out. Try to get something rolling. Gonna peek around these corners. But right now, Utica not in any real position to fight for that bomb.
Here, honestly. So that's what I was talking about before as well. Look at this post plant position. You know, we have someone in elbow, someone all the way there, and there's no way they're gonna lose this round after the bomb has been planted. We should not let them get into these post plant positions. I think it's just comes down to who holds the site better. You have to maybe fight for it or maybe play back and play off your util, not let them get on site.
Very unfortunate for SNHU is now currently a 0-4 win streak for Utica. SNHU here does have the Vandals and the Phantoms. So, should be
Nice
pretty
for them this
interesting.
time.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be entertaining at the very least.
Yep. The drone gets broken in hookah here. Colin is looking towards shot. Nothing. Found nothing. Dylan's dog is gonna be destroyed on long. They're still playing default. SNHU doesn't have any idea where they are pushing because they're still all split up right now trying to find info. They do know Sky plays on long here, plays on B, and then they don't know like for sure that they are playing that SNHU is playing 3 on A, but the read is still coming through. We have 3 people from Utica on B. Maybe to try to push it.
Yeah,
but
he's trying to get something going here. So you see Akira, though, sitting, pushing pretty far up there, trying to do a peek. Dylan's sitting around in that elbow position. Hunt's holding that hallway, though. It's gonna get 2 right there. That's already a double. As now the enemy positions now are going to be revealed. And to see Jack there, he's gonna get Hunt getting 3K, goes for his 4K. And what did I tell you? At least once a game, he's going to get that 4K.
Exactly. And going for that ace here. Look at Colin. He's just jumping around, but couldn't get that ace. Wizard gets 2, but Dwums is able to get him. Get the last one. But pretty good round by Haunt there in hookah. Like, gets 2 first, then gets the wiper, then gets another. Really nice.
Yeah, Haunt, I don't know what it is. But there's just the craziest rounds. You will never expect him to get like a 4K. He will just pop that 4K. I don't understand it. SNHU finally closing off this win streak for Utica, getting their first round going there up. So it is at least going to be maybe a potential changing point here as SNHU still staying pretty spread out. We see a lot of the same positions. The dog's going to get sent straight through the teleport and off to the far side. Yep. As Wizard here and 3 of Utica's players slowly moving in. Dylan going to quickly back off.
Yep, with the Gecko ult coming in, just going sight. Couldn't really get Dylan because he was all the way in elbow with the getting caught in Cypher Trip Wizard. But Haunt gets Wiper there. With the lurk, but yep, they have B now with Colin coming in with the rotation. Dylan is still in elbow. Colin gets Wizard with his ult, and Colin is gonna find a 3K with the Dylan getting the last one, Henzo, and they named that round to SNHU as well. They are 2-4 now, 2 more to go to level the scores up.
SNHU made a pretty impressive push in. I mean, they quickly cleared everyone off at that point. You saw Colin jump in there and initiate with the ultimate.
Yep.
And took out the opposing Raze, which meant there was no more operator chilling around.
Yep, that is a hard angle to kind of ult there with with the double satchels and just ult in that tube there, and then even after that he was able to get 2, so 3K. Then round was actually won by Colin there.
Good for SNHU is they do get another round. There's a lot of Vandals and Phantoms kind of chilling, so anyone can just grab one of these things and take it off a dead player's body here. But looks like Utica, though, finally going to swap back over to their A idea. Slowly pushing in here. If you see the smoke coming out, there is the grenades coming out. Potato, though, does going to get hit by that fire from that molly a little bit. Colin, though, going to get a double. Henzo taking Colin down, and that is going to be another elimination going through.
Potato making that ballsy play, coming in through that molly and gets one, but Henzo is able to trade him off. With Dwums getting one more, and now we only have Wiper, and Haunt is able to get Wiper from short, and names that round to SNHU as well. It's 3-4 now.
SNHU here slowly climbing their way back. We have about 5 rounds before the swap here. And we do see Phantoms and Phantoms coming out. So SNHU does have the advantage here, but I mean, 3 losses in a row. Econ should be getting ready to start shifting over to Utica.
Yep, Utica is not doing really good with the econ with like sheriffs coming through and the Bucky coming through. This round can be rough for them if they don't actually come up with a strategy to play for this eco round. But we see, still grouped up on showers, a little bit on short, with that classic, and the Raze ult coming in, gets Potato there on towards Hookah with the boombot going in on lamps with the Bucky, and Dwum's is gonna get Dwum's gonna get 3 with getting Raze and Joey and Henzo there, and Colin picking up the last one that is usually a lurk, and they get the defuse. They get one more round to level the scores up now.
Well, it's now dead even, 4-4, and we're also starting to get close to the ever imploding doom that is the swap, with only 4 rounds away now. SNHU does have 2 ultimates up, as well as Utica, so pretty even across the board there. And same with the weapons and the gear. Everyone either has a Phantom or a Vandal, so it looks like both teams here slowly starting to get ready for these later round pushes, as we do see they're starting to gang up to that A side. They do seem to love going A short pretty often.
Yeah, they do, because that was where they found the most success in. And of course, absolutely, with the Brim ult coming in on lamps and another Brim ult coming in on site, Potato gets 2, but gets nothing off his ult. Dwums is able to get Henzo, and Potato is gonna get Wizard there on short. Not a really good push from Utica. Really nice hold by Potato and Dwums there, and the Viper is the lone one standing.
Go through a duel. They both blind firing. Jack there gonna take out Potato, as I don't even know how neither one of them had a reload during that engagement. But they did not, and now we do see Colin here slowly peeking around the corner. Might be able to take it. Is gonna take out Jack. Jack there going to fall, making it 5-4. SNHU taking the lead for the first time this round.
Yes, that ult, the 2 Brim ults was kind of crazy there.
It was.
With one on side,
Yeah.
and one on lamps, but we still do have Colin's ult here. Maybe we can win a round from there. That's why Colin is playing on A, because of course he knows that they usually come on A short, so he might probably be looking to ult that area. Econ not doing really good for Utica right now, so
Nope, I mean, they just had to buy back all of their weapons and equipment, as we do see. Looks like they're going to go for the same thing once again, as that Viper wall is already out. We do see Colin with the Raze ult. Does blind fire, and they're not going to get anyone, but Wizard just takes him out. Akiro also going to take out Potato. SNHU here slowly getting picked off his point, as Dwums is waiting for someone to peek out in the open. He just peeks the corner. Hanzo and Joey both getting someone.
yes, and Haunt is the lone one survivor here. Was lurking on up B, but didn't even have time, and his whole team was dead on A. But really nice push, as really nice eco round from Utica there, getting a lot of people, and then getting Colin as well with his ult. That was a really unlucky play. But yep, Han is going to save his gun.
Han just chilling there, sitting on the back. Pretty smart move. Just let them take the site there. Maybe get 1 or 2 people. They happen to just kind of think no one's in the back line. Just pick them off real quick as they come around. But nope, looks like no one's going to go that direction. And there goes the explosion. So Haunt there going to keep his Vandal though.
Yep, he is not a flawless for Utica, because Joey had to die. But a timeout coming out, of course, for SNHU.
So looking overall, I mean, pretty interesting game. I mean, we just now saw they're now tied once again. It was looking like Utica was going to sweep this map, but then SNHU came back. They're slowly kicking it off, and now we're at this timeout.
Exactly. So it is really interesting to see how Utica plays aggressive, and
Yep.
then SNHU is able to adapt to that aggressive play, which is really good from SNHU, because if they're not adapting, they're just gonna go down maybe 7 or 8 rounds, and it's just not gonna end well for them when when the roles switch and they come to attacker side. So I think it's really nice that they were able to adapt. Only 4 rounds in after that.
You know, like I said during that match, there was that A short side was
Mhm.
heavily favored by Utica.
Yeah.
It was almost every single round they were pushing through that point, and we saw the like a round or two ago where we had the double brimstone come out. We had
Mhm.
it basically hit that that A hallway right there,
Mhm.
and then the other one was like in the middle of that walkway. So it's kind of both teams trying
Yeah.
to. Hopefully, someone was sitting right there trying to take him out. But we are now back into this as Vandals and Phantoms galore with heavy armor, and looks like Utica here may not be swapping up their tactics too much.
Yep, with Vandals and Phantoms, both teams have it, so this must be 50-50 this time. I know we've had some problems with econ here with Utica, but they don't have that problem anymore. Well, the Gecko ult came in with the nade coming in on backside, and Colin is gonna trade that nade, but he dies from through the smoke from Raze, and Potato is gonna get Wizard there. Need to find Raze, but instead of that, I think Jack finds both Potato and Dwums, and Raze is being backside. Nobody knew about her, and is gonna get both of them, Dylan and Haunt, and names this round to SNHU to Utica, and it's gonna be 5-6 now.
This is the final round for the Switch too. So all those ults that are likely being held right now, as you can see 3 of them, need to get used this round or they will lose them. SNHU here falling behind in that last round as we see Vandals and Phantoms. Actually, Dylan, though, carrying around one of the sniper rifles.
Yes, an operator. Let's see what he does with that. I'm probably gonna try to get someone on long, which he has the read, to be honest with you. Or like Raze is gonna peek long. Raze did peek long. Probably get something there. Gets nothing, and backs off there. Maybe just plays it on elbow, and Haunt dies from that.
The Trejo ult.
Yeah, the Tejo ult
Or
there.
Tejo.
It's pretty smart ult. You know, in hookah that sweeps a little bit of sight and the whole hookah. But yes, they are gonna get B site here. They still don't know about Dylan CS on elbow. Did try to fire some shots there, but didn't get anybody. But Dylan CS is not a problem to them because he has an operator right now and doesn't have anything else.
Oh, but if he gets that pick, though, there is Dylan, though, going to take out Joey. Kiro going to take out Potato with that ultimate, and he's going to get another. And Dylan swapping to that Sheriff, but isn't going to happen as Kiro, they're going to get that 4K.
Yeah, pretty nice 4K there. Gets 2 on Garden, and then lastly gets Dylan CS there. Nice.
SNHU here falling behind. Utica up 7-5, winning the last 3 rounds. And since it is a swap, we are now back at the pistol rounds.
Yes, sir.
So it is anyone's game at this point. Well, sort of.
I mean, like, Utica is up by
It's
2
up by
here.
2, yeah.
But let's see, if SNHU is able to win this pistol round, then they guarantee themselves the next round, the bye, and then it's gonna level the scores there, and then it can be anybody's games. From from 7-7, anybody can do anything. It just like goes down to that one bye round where both teams bye.
Yep, Utica, or not Utica, Utica looks like going fairly heavy on that B side of that. So is SNHU, as we see Dylan here going up, peeking the corner there. Is a Boombot about to come out. Not really getting too much. Sends the bird out. Probably not getting too much of anything from there, as looks like everyone's slowly trying to figure out where everyone is. There goes a grenade over the far side. Dylan, though, playing a dangerous game. Potato, though, going to take out Jack.
Yes, Potato does take out Jack on elbow, and they're still fighting for elbow. So Colin might be calling for Potato to fight elbow there. Throws his boombot, finds nothing with the Gecko Flash coming in, and Henzo is making the ballsy play, comes out of sight and gets Dylan CS there towards Tube. And Potato and Colin have to come back on site and fight the people that have lost sight there. And Joey FPS takes Colin, and Wizard takes Dwums on backside, and Wizard also takes the last man standing there, Potato, and with a 3K, takes that round for Utica.
Yeah, like there's not much you can do. You have 3 people poking or like peeking at you at the same time there. Not too much that can be done there. That first pitch round gonna go to, and we can see. SNHU here looks like they're gonna hold off on buying anything cool. As we see kind of the same. I see some sheriffs. We got a ghost. We got the little auto.
2 sheriffs coming in, 1 Colin and 1 Potato. Just 1 ghost, Dylan CS. I know he doesn't like to play classics, but but yes, they're pushing grouped up towards A, spraying some shots on A. And Henzo does get Dwums through the smoke. That is really unlucky there. But yes, they have to pivot towards B site there. Going probably gonna go long and send Cypher there on Hookah, which can be kind of work as a lurk. And Akiron gets Potato with an outlaw, which is oh, what a shot by Colin there with the Sheriff crouched. And Dylan CS with that great shot as well. Pretty good shots coming in from Sheriff.
SNHU here going to jump on to this point here. Going to get that spike planted by Dylan as they're now playing on the defense. It is 3-on-3. Colin going to take out Henzo, and that quickly shifts in. Is going to be the grenade. Falls to the molly, though. Unfortunate as we see Dylan here getting ready to pick the corner. Did pick up a Spectre, though, from someone. Way to peek the corner. As you can see, does take out the takes out Joey there. As Wizard now going to quickly try to get to this bomb. There is Dog. Dog gets taken out. There goes Flash. Dylan not quite able to finish it off. I'm just trying to buy some time, and there we go. Going to take Wizard out with a thrifty.
That is a really nice play from Dylan. I mean, they whiffed some shot, but at the end of the day, he just pulls out a Sheriff and hits those 2 body shots and gets Wizard and takes the round. I mean, crazy from Dylan CS.
So we do have a trade on the pistol round.
Yes,
We got 1-1. However, SNHU still behind by 2, and we do see some Vandals coming out, and Phantoms from SNHU, so it looks like they might be looking for a chance here to maybe try to even this out.
I mean, this round is snooze. I mean, look at the econ there. Look at the guns. But Vandals versus Classics, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I mean, he's also based off the shot. You kind of have a bad round with all your shots. I mean,
Yeah.
the Vandal ain't gonna help you too much.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. We just saw that in the last round.
Yep, Hunt here going around that corner, playing a very dangerous game because there's like 2 of Utica's players there just getting ready to stare down. There's 1.
Yep.
In the midway, Colin Pickens' corner might be waiting for this smoke to drop as Wizard was chilling right there in the doorway.
The Wizard is not fighting for showers, but still aware of showers, trying to look for Colin here. But we do have both of them playing a high-low, if you want to call it. Colin is crouched and then Dylan, and they are able to get Wizard there. They do have space on showers now, coming out of shower. Colin and Dylan CS. They do have backside as well, and SNHU is all up on site. Joey is gonna get Colin on backside and back off. We do have Dwam still with a Phantom here, trying to look for something in the mid site, but SNHU does have sight, and Henzo is going to go down from Potato. Han is going to take down Jack, and Potato takes out the last one, Raze with a 3K. And really nice adapting from SNHU by winning the Econ round, and now, of course, the buy round. And now it comes down all to this round. If they can win this round, they can level the scores up.
Yep, even everything out as everyone is going back across the board here, going Phantoms and Vandals. Dylan, it looks like SNH here might be going for a heavier B-side push. Maybe they might, or not quite as the Hunt there going to start to lurk towards that far side. Combat Sim's already out. There's the going for some intel here with the Dog out. Dog though just taken out. There's the Decay though, right there. Unfortunate to be stuck in that. Just kind of chilling using your abilities.
Yep.
Hunt being the lone man on this side, but looks like SNG here may be waiting. There goes Bird. There's flashing, making sure that area is clear. At this point, they'd probably be better off just going in through that teleport around. Hunt, though, peeks that corner, does see Wizard, but isn't quite able to finish the job.
I saw Henzo making the rotation towards B, and as soon as the shots were fired on showers by Hunt, he had to make the rotation back to A, and he's such like floating around and spawn towards both sides so he can get there quicker. But we still see a balance on both sides. We still have 2 on B, still have 2 on A. This just means that they don't have enough information on where SNHU is going to push, because Haunt is making the required pressure on A, but the push is gonna happen on B, and Colin is gonna get the one man on B on backside.
30
Now the
seconds
rotation's
left.
coming in. We still have one wiper on elbow, which only a boombot was thrown out, and Colin is gonna go out and ult Henzo there on backside. Really
One enemy remaining.
nice ult there to kind of contest for that space. We only have Jack now, who is in elbow. He's still trying to find for something, maybe take some guns down there, but it's a 4v1, and Dwums get the last one and takes that pick on Jack, and now the scores are level.
Yeah, SNHU there going to even it out. They're now even with winning all 3 of the 4 rounds after this swap.
Yep.
So looking across the board here, we do see the Phantoms and the Vandals. It looks like Utica here going to be going for those Sheriffs, and is it Stinger?
Yep, that's a stinger, but he didn't. He went for the Sheriff as well. But yeah,
Seems pretty standard here as well. Well, Utica, though, playing a pretty aggressive hunt. Wasn't quite expecting that. Peeks around that corner, but that leaves that A site pretty open. As they do leave their Gecko there.
yep, Dwums and Potato coming out of that site on A. They do have side, but there's still Gecko on backside that they need to be aware of. And Dwums is not gonna peek out there, but Joey did have a chance. But at the end of the day, Dwums did decide to peek out there, but gets Potato from the ult, tries to get him. Henzo is gonna get him, and the Raze is gonna get Dwums there. They're now 3 down. Dylan CS gets Akron, and Wizard is gonna get Dylan CS as the last man standing, and they're gonna defuse the bomb.
Gracias.
Or at least search it.
Thrifty.
As we do see all of these people here
Being resourceful.
going to get in. There's going to be a thrifty, and that is going to be a win for Utica, making it 8-9. They're going to close that 3-game win streak for SNHU. And now they have all the Phantoms and the Vandals.
Yep, this can be anybody's round now. There's no econ. There's no sheriffs coming in. The econ is pretty good for both teams now, and SNHU looking to play that default, sending 2 up on A short maybe, and 3 on B. Haunt looks like a floater to me right now. Could be B, could be A.
Yeah, I mean, Haunt does tend to typically kind of swap around. There's a dog coming out on the Viper. Jack there going to take out Dylan's dog. I'm going to back off here as there's 2 of SNHU's players right there. What looks like, and there is Kira, they're going to take Haunt out. Dylan slowly pushing up to this point.
Yep, Dylan is pushing up, still trying to take for something, and Joey FBS going to take out Dwums there in showers. Now all they have to do is just take this B site, but they can't, as Jack is just so good with his Phantom and gets the pick there. Colin is just now.
Just kind of throws that boombox out, trying to get a little bit of intel. There does manage to shoot it, but there is now a smoke coming in. There's rockets coming out, and the spike does get picked up, and he's going to quickly jump through that teleporter and go not towards the A site right away, as Utica has everything. Pretty well locked down. Potato kind of stuck all on no man's land as well.
Yeah, Potato is trying to look for something, still holding down there on
30 seconds
CT
left.
in B, but there is nobody on CT. Now, like, shifting towards on elbow, trying to find Jack, but Jack is not letting him get seen there, and this could be... But nope, he did not peek out there, still smoking for B, and Jack is going to get Potato there. Colin is going to trade Potato there, and Henzo is going to finish it off by taking Colin.
Yeah, it could have been pretty bad there, as Colin could have gotten it taken out from behind by Akiro. Akiro came through that teleporter.
Yep, it was still a rough round for SNHU. Up by 2 now, Utica, and 2 sheriffs coming in, one by Colin, and the other one is going to have to be by Haunt. And no worries for Econ here for Utica, as all of them have Vandals and Phantoms, and they have money in the bag as well.
Yeah, they have a lot of money left to spare there. As
Yep.
you see, SNHU are going to play very aggressive. Looks like Colin and Dylan both going to rush up. There is that Molly coming out from the Viper. They're going to go through, take that bit of decay damage. And there goes Jack. Jack gets taken out there, but that Trejo there sitting, gonna toss out. There goes the rockets.
Yep, the util to kind of hold them off there from pushing the site. That is good util to maybe some shots fired there and just back them off on B. Didn't let them take the site, and they have to pivot towards on A, where Haunt has some space there, maybe up towards that cubby on short, which is enough for them to push on A. We still see Dwums here trying to look for something, maybe calls his team back there on B, because he has so much space. If he's able to get this, if he's able to get Tejo, but as he doesn't, because goes down by Henzo here. All they've left to do is just push this A site, but there is no one on A site now.
No, there's not anyone, but there is two of Utica's players there, kind of slowly sitting on that peripheral edge there. As you see, there is the ultimate coming out. Haunt there gonna shoots his sheriff, trying to send some rounds there, try to cause a little bit of confusion, maybe get the spike down as there is the spike. Carrier is taken out. Colin gonna fall there as there is another ult coming out. Utica utilizing a lot of their ultimates right now. And it is still 2-on-2. We do see Potato kind of chilling. Oh, does get one there, but he's gonna get the other, and Haunt gonna get that double. And that's gonna be a win for SNHU there, making it 9-10.
Really nice round by Haunt there. Gets the plant when really like less time is available to plant the bomb, and then peeks out, gets both of them on heaven. Really nice.
Very good for SNHU. It is now finally going to play a little bit of catch up going in. SNHU has the Phantom, or has the Phantoms and the Phantoms and the Vandals. There are no sheriffs around yet. We do have that operator though. It's kind of chilling with Akiro, and that is a dangerous person to have that rifle.
Yes, sir. And he is on shard. Gets one, as you were talking about. Gets the Haunt there. with the op. I don't think they're going to push this anymore with the op sitting there, but he repositions himself, Akira, with the op, and Dog going in, spotting nobody on lamps there. They don't have any information on A, but there are like 3 players playing there. It's the best bet is to just go B right now, maybe pivot towards there, but SNHU doesn't want to. They still want to look for something on showers, which is going to be rough for them as Akiro is all the way there.
Yeah, SNHU here getting ready to stack up as we see Dwums though might be the one in the first corner. Does take out Dwums through the util. And Akira though is going to quickly back out as you see Dylan getting stuck right there with the mollies and the explosions from the opposing rays.
Yep.
There goes another molly out, and this time this is gonna stuck in the ass. It's gonna try to bunny hop there, but it isn't going to help. It is now just up to Colin and Potato here. Colin gonna peek out. Doesn't look low enough and gets pretty easy pick there by Akira. Potato though taking out one, blind fires into the smoke. Doesn't get anyone after that, but is going to back off. And hopefully try to pick at least one other person off there. Sends out the grenade launcher. Does take out one. It is now 3-on-1, but it only 8 seconds left. I see he's going to be able to get it. Not quite Wizard. They're going to do it, and that is another round of Utica.
Oh yeah, the Dylan CS elimination there with a lot of Yuto coming in on him. But dies into the Gecko Molly on showers was really rough for him. Really rough for SNHU with the operator there.
Yeah, not much you can do about that situation. I mean, you're going through showers, which is already kind of like a it's already a pretty tight area, especially when you have a lot of util with mollies or anything like that.
Nope, the operator is still being played here in showers.
I mean, Akira hasn't been taken out yet. No one from SNHU picked them off last round. So that's just a free rifle they have there. But you see Colin getting ready to send the boombox out. Dylan, there's the Viper Wall coming out. That boombox isn't going to do anyone too much favors there. Going to pick up that ult point. Just needs a single elimination. It does have that raise ult. Looks like SNHU are going to slow it down just a little bit as both teams here trying to just get in position, get set up. See them slowly making their way towards that that B site. You have several people
Yep, no, just trying to get some information, maybe look for some footsteps here, because you see SNHU still like grouped up towards in that long area, and the Tejo drone spots spots Dwums only. Dwums is able to TP out, and they're still trying to TP towards on A
Toxin
site,
screen
but
down.
they don't have any information. Instead of just their 2 players on short yet, but Jack is still jiggling towards on that hookah angle. Flash comes through, blinds Akiro, couldn't get that
30
op
seconds left.
pick now, but has to play backside now in the smoke with Joey going to stun one with his wingman. Flashes up, flashes a lot of people, and the molly coming in towards that plant. Joey FPS is going to get Dylan, and the plant is going to get denied there with the stun coming in, getting Haunt, and Joey is gonna get both of them, Potato and Han, and Henzo is gonna finish it up by taking the last one alive, which has to be Colin.
This is match point now. SNHU needs to win another 4, but looks like there is going to be another timeout here.
Yep, timeout coming in from SNHU. You think they can pull this off?
I mean, I've seen them come down like this before and still somehow manage to pull it off. I think at this point they need to relax a little bit,
Yeah.
take that step back, because I mean they're playing. They're. It's not that they're playing overly aggressive on this point. It's the dead time that just lingers there. Like, it's great, you go up there, you walk the point, you have your corners covered.
Yeah.
But the longer you wait, you don't know what your opponent's doing. Obviously, we get hindsight here because we can see everyone across the map as they're moving. But if you're going to sit in that point and not make a move, that gives the opposing team just time to come and sniff you out or just use their abilities.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It did come into play what you're talking about, where in the last round they were all sitting on that long spot, and
for a while.
exactly, and they didn't know that the Tejo still has his drone that can spot them out, which exactly what happened. He spotted Dwums out, and then all they had to do was just TP out and push that A side, which wasn't really good for them because But yep, we're going in and gonna play that last round, 9-12 here. Let's see if SNHU is going to pull this off, and if they win this round, that could be good for them.
Yeah, should be pretty good. It is match point though, so SNHU does need to win every single round after this.
Yep.
If they want to take the second point. As you see already, Molly's and everyone playing pretty aggressively. SNHU going up. Haunt though gonna get a double, but Joey gonna take out Haunt there. And Dylan gonna get but singled out by the Molly. Everyone going in after Joey. Looks like SNHU here is going for team deathmatch style.
They're fiending for Joey there. Joey is running off, just giving them all of that space there, but didn't get Joey after Joey was traded on off. And Wizard is gonna get Colin from Heaven. Wizard is still on Heaven. We do have Wiper on CT trying to look for something there, but Dylan has that space on backside. Isn't gonna get.
Look at that.
Take Wizard out there. Dylan going to get one elimination. So you see Potato just chilling here. Mike does see the Trejo. Isn't going to go for that headshot. Going to go after the Viper, though, but should have just taken out Joey when he had the option there. And that's going to be a defuse, and it's going to be 1-1.
Yes, and a rough game for SNHU, but that was still, pretty good fight put on by them since, it's not their actual map. So, but yeah, that game was pretty good by SNHU. Nice defense rounds there, but couldn't really do an attack.
Yeah, it was kind of going back and forth, and then eventually Utica was just able to really just kind of narrow down, focus in, and get those last couple of rounds pretty easily for them.
Yep.
But the teams, I'm sure, are going to have a lot to talk about, as I'm sure some are probably going to get up, get a drink, maybe get a snack or something before this next round begins. So we will be right back when the game gets underway. Hi everyone, we are back, and it is going to be Breeze. I thought it was going to be Haven. Haven seemed to be a pretty mainstay for SNHU for quite a while.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The SNHU is like the go-to map is Haven mostly because they've all played it all year long for like
Yep.
3 years. But yep, Agent Select is coming up. We do see both Vipers, of course, standard for Breeze. We do Bailey coming in for SNHU, Sky, the new guy Mix, which is interesting, and Yoru, and then we have Sky and Viper for Utica as well. Neon, pretty interesting pick, and Silva on Breeze can be overpowered because of how big the map is. And
Yep.
then we have Astra, and when Utica plays Astra, to be honest with you, they are overpowered with it. But let's see what's coming on. It's pretty interesting to see this game.
Yep, we are going to be jumping into this fairly shortly once the rest of SNHU is ready to lock in. Looks like they might be going for a little bit more mobility this time around because they do have that waylay dash.
Yep.
Obviously Yoru can kind of move around a little bit freely, not quite teleport in,
Yeah.
but bombing is all I guess technically can. But you're kind of taking that that risk of like, am I gonna get shot right as I
Yeah.
pop this? All right, try to jump out of this.
Oh yeah, Yoru can be interesting, but I think it's a comfort pick for Dwums because I would personally play Neon on Breeze because of the speed and because the map is like really big.
Yeah.
But I think Yoru works as well as long as it's a comfort pick and Dwums actually knows how to play it. We've seen it before in the rounds as well in previous games. But
Yep.
yeah, pretty curious to see this game. Let's see.
So it is sudden death, though. Either no matter which team, one team's gonna come out victorious here.
Yes. SNHU starting in defending. Pretty rough. Such an attacker-sided map.
I mean, like I think, I don't know, like my from my like kind of thing when I'm thinking of this, I could see like maybe a Vise pick, just going in because you kind of get that all obviously chain locks everyone out their primary weapons.
Yeah, no, that would.
So I mean, and especially there's only like 2 areas. There's, I mean, and both those areas seem to be pretty small, so you could pretty much fit that ultimate like all the way in all the zones. So it kind of at least force everyone out of it. You see Colin here going forward as SNHU here is going to be playing on that defense as they're going to quickly get pushed back into this room here as the Utica team is slowly advancing over on that flank as Jack there is going to fall to Dylan, and that is going to force Utica to back off.
Yeah, they're backing off, going towards B, starting Astra there, and we don't have anybody on B. We see Viper kind of going on, looking towards in their spawn, but they are not going B. They're still going towards on mid again, where they first took the initial fights, and trying to look for something indoors, maybe on Heaven. But yes, Silva is gonna get that space indoors. Well, Colin was juggling him, does spot him, doesn't spot Sky yet, but they know that they're coming on. Colin does get the pick on Wizard. Well, now Joey has to be more careful on what he does, and gets shot from behind by Haunt, and the last one standing, Henzo, on A main, being picked off by Dwums, who was pretty close.
Yeah, so I mean, SNHU they're going to take that first pistol round. Looks like they're gonna immediately go for that upgrade.
Yes, we're going for that upgrade. Spectre is coming in, Guardian, of course, a Marshall coming in. Not an Outlaw, a Marshall. Did you know that even a Marshall shot, even a Marshall can be like, kill people in one shot in a buy round?
Really?
Yeah, just a body shot and the person is dead.
Oh, because yeah, not most people are going for the super
Exactly.
heavy armor shields.
Yep.
Yeah.
That can be an overpowered weapon as well. But yes, we see Haunt in Ace on B side, and a pretty nice push towards on that B side. All of them coming on B back. Haunt gets 2 there, getting Henzo and getting Akron, but gets traded by Jack there. And Colin gets the last 2, picking the last pick on Wizard. That round for SNHU.
SNHU there going 2-0, and I mean Utica just threw themselves into the fray pretty quickly. Like it was They were. I don't think it was so much of a worry about who's exactly going to be there. I guess they just kind of picked the wrong side,
Yeah.
really to try to push into. But looks like Utica here going to go for another push. We see the Guardians, who still have some of the snipers, the Phantoms, the Bulldogs are out, but the Bandos and Phantoms are on are out in this game as well.
Yep, they are in Utica's hands this time, and they're gonna play it methodically this game. Not too much of a hard push this time. Dart coming in, and Neon is gonna go in back. So close here. And Dwums get two there, getting Neon and getting that Wiper, and still alive, throwing that clone out, trying to look for something, and does get traded off on Joey, who was behind him. And they seem to have this side. It's just Dylan who is alive here on this side. Tato get picked off by Henzo. Dylan is gonna take the plant there, is gonna deny them the plant, and is gonna get traded from Henzo.
One
Colin
enemy
does get
remaining.
Henzo, trades Dylan with an outlaw. Can't do much about the plant because it's not in his sight line. Is gonna hold Sky there and gets the pick on Joey and is gonna defuse the bomb and take this round for SNH.
Oh, can I go and grab that Vandal as well?
Yes,
So we're not gonna
sir,
get a
the
free
Vandal.
Vandal. Means not spending out like what? What is it like? 3,200?
The Vandal? I
Yeah.
think it's 2,900.
To 2,900.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you know.
Hey, that's 2,900. You don't have to spend next round.
Yes, sir. That's 2,900. He can maybe buy someone as well. You know, his
Yep.
econ is doing pretty good. 5,200 in the back.
Mm.
Now Sheriff's coming in for Utica here. Except one wizard because he doesn't have the money to make buy Sheriff with the shield. Or
Well,
he
I
just
mean,
doesn't
most
want
people are
to.
just grabbing the sheriff, so only one person actually grabbed a sheriff and a light armor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think at that point, he just feels more comfortable with that classic.
With that classic, of course, because his Yuto is much more important than the actual gun.
Yep.
But yep, they are looking to be grouped towards on A. Looks to be.
So there is a little bit of technical difficulty going on. There it was a DC issue, so we kind of jumped out for a little bit. We're gonna wait and go back in for that. Overall, I mean, SNHU kind of, we got a little bit of lead there. We got both the pistol rounds, lost that round following the pistol round, and then came back. Still kind of crazy. Utica just kind of rushed in there in that one round.
No, yeah, because it was their buy. They were thinking if they catch the SNHU off guard, they can kind of maybe a classic right click if they get up too up close with the neon. But that of course didn't happen, because Dwams was able to get two there, and but he did get traded off there. But yeah, pretty good rounds, couple rounds from SNHU and Utica as well.
Yeah, kind of looking around. I mean, obviously, whoever gets the 13th first is going to win tonight and advance to the next round. But we kind of saw a little bit slower game that Joey had that plant down, and then I believe it was Colin had with that waylay ult, or not waylay ult, but was on the waylay, had the rifle, grabbed it, kind of peeked that corner, like fully saw like all character right there, and just sniped them right.
Exactly. He didn't have a heavy shield there, so 140 damage on the body.
Yeah,
just, takes the round,
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
And especially with going after that spike, I picked up a free Vandal off of that as well.
Yes, Econ's doing pretty good for SNHU. He has 5,200 credits right now, and he can maybe buy someone off in the next round, maybe the round after that. So I don't think SNHU is going to have to worry about economy for the next two rounds. But if they do kind of lose both of those rounds, then it's going to come down to sheriffs and light shields, which we love, of course, because sheriff shots, they're so nasty.
I mean, all you need is it's really like upper chest to headshot is basically pretty much a guaranteed kill.
Yeah, most of the times, but it's hard to still line your crosshairs.
Yeah, that is fair.
But yeah, no, these players we have are pretty good with that, lining up that crosshair.
Yeah, it's you also gotta factor into one other person's gonna happen to jump across the opening.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's always gonna be a little bit of a uncertainty there where people are going to go. But what is your projection? You thinking within 2 or 3 is gonna be the difference in terms of rounds?
Oh, 2 or 3?
Yeah, one team's gonna be up 2 rounds, and one up's gonna be up by 3. by the
Well,
time the this game ends.
let's see. So like we do have SNHU kind of like adapting to
Yup.
Utica's play style. So rooting for SNHU, of course, but they have to kind of maybe push them on mains more to kind of like put that pressure on
Yeah.
Utica, back them off instead. Only we've seen aggressive plays from Utica until now. When the first round and
Yeah.
the round after that, where they were just throwing themselves in, as you
Yeah.
said, but that didn't work out for them. But it may work out for them afterwards if they have Vandos and they're just taking 50-50 fights. So I think SNHU just has to think more about the following rounds and how they can
Right.
be more aggressive, and they have to be aggressive and trying to pick one or two off when they fight on mains. But yeah, I think SNHU is gonna win maybe by like 3 or 4 rounds.
3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, based on what we saw, I mean, we saw first game went to SNHU, second game went to Utica.
Hmm.
I think that second game it was what 9-13.
Yeah, 9-13.
So I don't know. I think it's only gonna. I think it's gonna be like a 2 or 3 round difference. I don't think it's gonna be a huge margin between the two. I think it's gonna be whoever really gets into their zone and stays in that zone because
Mhm.
we've seen a handful of times where there's been like a 5 game win or 5 round win streak,
Yeah.
and then the opposing team or then the opposing team gets that gets a couple of those early picks, smart plays, and then you see the opposing team just stumble after
Yeah.
that.
No, yeah. So the only reason I said that they're gonna win by 4 rounds because if you see Utica, so the
Mhm.
first game Utica lost 12-7, I think.
Believe so.
Yeah, like 13-7 actually.
Yeah.
So if you're going toe to toe with Utica, they are most probably they are going to be the ones that come out on top. But if you dominate them for like 4 or 5 rounds, then I think you have a pretty good chance on them because let's say you have 1 or 2 round breeding room,
Mhm.
you can just keep on winning and keep on winning. But you can't be close with Utica because as long as Utica tries to become gets toe to toe with you or gets close with you in rounds, they are most probably going to win the game as well.
Yeah, it definitely when they get closer to like those 1 and 2 rounds we saw like midway through the last game where it's just going back and forth, back and
Yeah.
forth. It's very much whoever can hold whoever gets the most out of their utilities in that round, especially in those engagements. That really kind of make the difference, and especially just kind of the amount of times you see players like you think like check the corner immediately to your right as you
Mhm.
go around,
Yeah.
and like they get picked off because they don't check that corner.
Yeah.
Or it was like last round with I believe it was Potato. You saw it was two Utica were left. It was a 2-on-2 for
Mhm.
SNHU. Potato. We saw I believe it was Joey.
Mhm.
Basically walked in front of Potato. Potato looked at him,
Mhm.
didn't peeked out on the Viper, and they
Mhm.
got picked off there
Yeah.
by Joey.
Yeah, that was trigger discipline by Potato there. He was trying to wait for more people to come in, and then he just like gets
Yeah.
all three. But that didn't happen, of course, because the Viper he checked his corner
Yep.
there instead of not checking it, and Potato couldn't even get one in that round.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's mostly it works well if you're in a really good position. Like don't kill the people that you're saying and seeing unless you get more people, then you get 3 or 4 picks
Right.
off, and then that just like kind of guarantees you the round.
Mhm.
But yeah, that now we're back on Breeze here. We see Utica trying to push out on B side. Uh, Nobody on A. It's supposed to be a fast push again. Dart coming in. Neon gonna go back. Gonna find nobody. Only Viper on site there, and Han is gonna get one and then get traded off by Jack there. Nobody on B side now. Rotations coming in. Dwums is able to get two there. On site. Good hold by Dwums. And Jack is going to take Dylan CS out on backside. Dwums is still on site. Dwums get the third one there. Dwums is going to get the fourth one and takes the round for SNHU. Really good hold on site there by Dwums. Really nice round.
I mean, yeah, you had Dwum sit in that corner, basically protected.
Yeah.
And then everyone went straight to that alleyway. Haunt got one of them.
Yeah.
But the other two basically went straight to that point. They didn't even think about looking around at everyone else. And next thing you know, Dwum's there just.
Yeah, just like me, they thought there's nobody else on site.
Yeah,
But
I just
Dwum's had to
just
surprise
walked
us.
in there and then pop. There you go. Dwums though isn't getting all out of that, so there is that your wall just kind of sitting in the bank right now,
Yep.
and looks like they're going to be splitting up a little bit more now.
Looking through something mid, but doesn't find anybody. We do see Utica still grouped up towards on A, and Astra in elbow, while Silva is all the way in towards B, trying to look for someone who peeked out, but nobody is going to peek out. Han is all the way in back. We still haven't pushed out on A yet. Still trying to look for somebody who kind of peeks, or maybe some Utah. And Dylan CS comes out on that flank. I didn't even notice him going all the way on mid, but gets two there and gets traded off by Akarov with the Neon. And they're gonna have to go and pivot towards on B side with the Sova. And the dart coming in from Sova. They do know Haunt is up close on the right. Akarov gets the shot on Haunt, and now they do have B with the rotations coming in from Willie and Astra. Potato trying to blind firing something, spraying through that smoke, trying to get something there, but doesn't get anything. Grouping up towards CT with Colin. Of course, they're gonna have to be together to fight this 2v3 here. Neon jump spots Potato, doesn't spot Colin yet, and gets caught by the shock dart here. But yeah, they've got into the post plant position I always talk about with Utica.
And a Potato there going to fall is going to be Colin. Last one in, Akiro there going to be calling out, and that is going to be first win for Utica this round, making it 4-1.
4-1, yes, pretty good post plant there. All of the people were in their spots, and they played that really well.
Yeah, I mean, they were kind of like pretty much at every angle on that bomb, pretty much covered going in.
Exactly.
Looking here, we do see Vandals and Fancel. So both teams here pretty even, though Hunt there going to go a little bit lighter with that light armor.
Yep.
Just not quite enough to get that heavy. And SNHU here still, once again, on the defense, as it looks like.
Yep,
Going to be still going the same plan for the B site by the looks of it.
Yeah, still playing default there. Drops the spike there, Jack, and gonna go try to find something in spawn because they were pushed from mid by Dylan CS. That's why it's a wise play to look on that spot there. But up on B towards elbow, they're not up on A. They're still waiting for somebody to peek out, maybe. But there is nobody who is going to peek out there all the way. The Astra's Potato is gonna stay in backside, look for something, just line that crosser up there, but still nobody's gonna peek. Backing off from A here, we're going into a B hit, looks like. We do have Henzo going and finds finds Haunt in mid, not gonna peek again. Dwums is looking for Henzo. Smokes out mid top there. Looking for something, looking for Dwums. He knew that there were two. Dwums ults his way up into elbow, trying to find something there. People who have pushed out, and does find Sky there. Does find Viper as well on B, and gonna go and group towards his teammates.
SNHU here jumping on to the points. They're diving in. It's Akira though getting blinded is going to Dylan and Colin. They're both going to get eliminations. Potato also going to get one as well. Jack going to fall to Colin there, and it's going to just leave Henzo the lone Astra. And there's already going to be bombs that are going to get taken out. Still plenty of time to get there now. Blind firing. Dylan going to come in. Come on, Dylan, not quite able to finish it. And is he going to be able to get to it? Yes, he does. And he's going to even Colin. They're going to get the elimination.
Really nice try from Henzo there with the spray and the shoddy kill on Dylan CS, but doesn't really get the round at the end of the day. But really nice ninja defuse by Potato.
Yeah, I mean, not too much you can do there. I mean, you saw everyone rushing in past that, and it just kind of worked out for SNHU. I mean, they came at the right time. Everyone used the abilities the correct way. Phantoms, Vandals, shotguns, two classics though for Utica.
Yep, their econ is not doing
You
great,
want
but
to fight it?
if they can turn this round
Back in a flash.
a win for them, that could be good. And yes, the aggressive
down
play
A.
by SNHU trying to find people on A main, and they do get 3 with now with Utica is 3 down, only 2 people with the wizard peeking out, getting potato.
standing.
Dylan CS trades potato, and Enzo is just in B site trying to look for something. He does know there are like 2 people on main. He is gonna go for them.
Guy's gonna try to go towards that bomb. You see Dylan look in the back, so they do now know where Henzo is. Still trying to fight it, and just peeks around the corner, and Colin there going to that elimination, making it 6-1 SNHU. Getting another notch in that belt.
Dominating SNHU here, pretty good. Up by 5 rounds. Didn't let Utica get even the last round with that. But yes, with that round, Utica's econ is gonna do pretty good now. They can buy Vandals.
Take advantage of all of their equipment that they can buy. Looks like they're going to be going for a hard push on that B site.
Yep, on the B side, and they are still pivoted towards on mid. We only have like Viper committed towards on B, playing close. Is gonna get spotted by the dog, and the dog is gonna stun Viper there, and Haunt is gonna go down. Dwums, as always, with that amazing hold on B side, is gonna go down to a classic there by Joey. But really nice picks there by Dwums, getting 2 there.
Drums are going to hit a good chunk of the opposing team out. It's going to make it far easier for his team to come in. Wizard and Joey, they're both holding that corner. Essentially plays a little bit smart here. As we do see Colin getting ready to throw. It's just going to throw. It's going to get taken out by the Wizard there. Dylan going to fall to Joey. And the Potato, though, gets taken out. It's going to be a win for Utica.
Yes, Joey FPS did good on that 2K there. Held off the site even though he was slowed. Killed Colin while he was slowed, but Colin tried something, didn't happen. All good though. 6-2 now. So grouped up towards on B site. Viper also joining them. There's gonna be no presence on mid, no presence on A this time. I'm looking for a hard push on B this time. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a hard push on B. And I mean, it worked out the last round for them. They lost like 4 people going into the initial phase there, but they were able to hold it. But no, it looks like they're going to smartly take maybe a little bit longer as the dog does come out. And Dwums, though, going to take the dog. There is the Neon Wall coming out. It's going to get hit going through it. Colin going to take out Kiro, but Joey going to take Colin. Hunt going to get Joey. Both teams here are going to trade as no one really has complete control of the B site.
Yeah.
Hence, so they're going to take bombs out, though.
But the bomb is landed now, and Haunt takes out Wizard and gets traded immediately by Jack. And we have Potato coming in from C. Some shots fired, but Jack is gonna play smart here. Still not gonna peek out for gets by Dylan CS. Dylan CS takes him out on main. We have Potato and Dylan CS just looking for Henzo here. Henzo takes out Dylan CS because he was so low. Just Potato looking for him. Doesn't get it. 4 bullets right now to fight him off, and there's no time for Potato to defuse that bomb, and the round will go to Utica this time again.
And they're going to fall to the bomb. 6-3. SNHU still in the lead, only losing the last 2 rounds. But SNHU here is going to start getting ready to get locked back in as that is starting to slowly creep back out from being a 5-game win streak. But SNHU has Phantoms, Vandals. It looks like some Sheriffs are going to come out this round.
Yep, it's going to be an eco round for SNHU. I have money to buy Vandals and Phantoms this time, so 4 Sheriffs and only 1 Vandal coming in. Well, playing the same thing as they did last round, playing Methodical towards B. Maybe send that dog up on mid, find some info. Instead of the dog, they're gonna fight it with a flash and the ult. Neon running up, backing Dwums off into CT. and Dwumps break that ult off. Haunt gets one on site, but gets traded off by Jack there, and Dwumps is gonna try to find that pick on Joey, but doesn't really get it. And the bomb is planted, and of course, Utica is gonna play post plant with that bomb now. Wizard have to fight Dylan CS there, and Sky comes in to help him, but Dylan CS is gonna back off. And that is a nice shot on Wizard there by Dylan CS.
You see Colin going in onto the point area, gonna go dash back. Still has the decay debuff on. There comes the Viper ult, and no, here it looks like
Last player
goes in.
standing.
Colin gonna get picked off there, as well as Potatoes. Now to Dylan, he's gonna get at least one. Gonna go in, not gonna have enough time to get all of them, as he's gonna fall there, and that's gonna be another round at Utica.
Yes, Utica is adapting. They are not all the way that down anymore in the rounds. They won the last 3 rounds, and I think they can convert the next 2 rounds as well. Make the scores level for this half.
Yeah, I mean, it could has a plenty of opportunity here to definitely out SNHU now, though. Does have the Phantoms and the Vandals, and looks like Jack and Wizard there are going to be a little bit lower on the start round is going with classics.
Yeah, but
So there is a teammate disconnect once again. So we're going to be a little bit, probably a couple minutes before the round ends. But we're going to take a short break while they get back into the game. We are back. Pretty much a very quick reconnect there after the last time. But looks like they are going to be going for that B push again. It's just working for Utica as you see that dog going and trying to get a bit of intel.
Yep.
SNHU here playing a little bit disciplined, sitting a little bit further back. Not going to get too much, but now that Neon's going on to the point, going to miss the Neon entirely. Honto is going to take out Akiro, but that Silva ult is out. So anyone who gets hit by that thing is going to have their location revealed.
well, Wizard does get hot with his ult there, and takes out the one on back. And Colin comes up with a great shot on Wizard. Dylan CS is gonna get Henzo there, and the push is gonna get
One
stopped.
enemy remaining.
We do have Spike down as
Spike
Colin
down,
takes out
B.
Joey FBS there, and it's not looking good for Utica in this round. But while Jack is the only lone one standing, while Dog spots him, they do know he's on A main, B main now. Gonna go in elbow, trying to find Potato there, but Potato is nowhere to be seen.
Might potentially just be backing off. Maybe try this in. But, oh no, might be just trying to go through the higher. Try to throw some people off.
30 seconds left.
So, reminder, this is semi-final round. So, the whichever team tonight here is going to go on to the finals for the title.
Yes.
Oh, that timer is slowly working out. Looks like Jack here is just trying to keep his
10 seconds
weapon,
left.
not to spend money next time, as there is now just 5 seconds remaining.
Potato there is waiting for the timer to go off as he peeks this angle. And there's the peek, and he gets
No,
Potato there.
Potato! Just
Last
gets
round in the
hit
half.
and walks to the door.
Waited so long to peek that angle and then doesn't even peek it.
Oh no, and just gets picked. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Oh, good. This round goes to Snow, and 7-4 now, the last round in half. Let's see what they make of it.
Up I go.
And
If SNHU is going to win this round, it's going to be 8-4 and pretty rough for Utica because they have to adapt,
You are divided.
win like pistol round and the buy round. That's next, and the
And the,
round is started.
the Astra does have, so there does have that ultimate, so that wall can't come up. And looks like the wall's already getting placed down, separating the one side of the map from the next. Akiro, though, is going to take out Haunt pretty quickly, but it doesn't last very long. It's Colin going in, and there's another slide. Akiro taking Colin out, and that is going to be control for them on this B site.
Yep, the bomb is being planted down here. They do have the site. Rotations are coming in. We do have Potato flanking right now, and no Yuto to hold him off here. They're just gonna have to check for him, but they are aware of the two guys on CT. The dog is coming out, spotting nobody right now. Does spot Astra here, but really does nothing. We still have Colin and Sky there coming out with a flash, and they are in sight now.
Potato there is going to take out Henzo, but they're going to have to do something quickly about the spike.
One
As
enemy
Wizard's going to
remaining.
get that double, and Dwom's there not going to be able to finish it, and that's going to be another round win. They're going to quickly try to get out of here before this bomb goes off.
Switching
Takes
sides.
all of their weapons. 7-5, it is now the swap of the round. So SNHU now is on the attack.
Yes, the attack SNHU. They're still up by 2 here. If they win this round, it's gonna be 8-5, and then the next round it guarantees them the win, which is gonna be 9-5. So they still have a little bit of breathing room. They just need to win this round. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I can agree with this. But there's still always the option they do switch around.
Yeah.
Rounds. It's one of those. It's one of those things like pistol rounds. Either you'll win all of them, you might win one of them, or you might win none of them. And more often than not, it's usually like split 1-1. But there is that start already came out. Henzo there is going to take out Dylan, and Colin though going to quick back off. He's going to pick up his classic. Maybe trying to go around this corner as we see. Wait, there goes the bird. Does get flashed, but it takes out at least one. Maybe not quite getting the other. Is Henzo going to take Colin out? But that's going to give everyone the time to get set up on two side here. Wizard though going to take Dwumps out, and Haunt and Potato both going to get another. It is just a hero, and then it's going to be a defender's win.
They're gonna take the pistol, and 7-6 now. So the next round is kind of guarantees them to win with the guns and Guardian and Outlaw, unless just SNHU trying to play something smart and takes them out.
Yeah, always the option. I mean, if you can take out one of them, you grab their gun, and then
Yeah.
you start turning it on them, carrying it into the next round potentially. SNHU is just gonna have to play smart. And kind of looking around, looks like they are actually going to be going for this A push.
Yep, the A push haven't seen that in a while, but let's see how that does. There's still
It is just the lone Viper on Utica here. He's going to basically be watching really everything. There is that wall coming up, and it would walk through that. It's going to get that decay. Does see the Sova, and Wizard there. Not going to quite. Wizard going to take out Haunt, but isn't going to last very long. And Jack here just needs to be taking out Dwumps though, going through a little bit of a jump. Trying to get in. Everyone now is confused at this point.
yeah, Dwums is in backside, but they know about him, Jack and Joey. But they're gonna still fight for that right side of this map here. And Henzo is gonna get two there, Dwums and Potato, and Jack gets the last one and takes out Colin. Get that round and levels the scores now from 1-6. We are 7-7 now.
That is being even round as we once again see these teams basically become dead even. SNHU, like they bit as Utica is still playing pretty heavy on that B site as SNHU here might be trying to go for that middle. Vandals, Phantoms across the board for SNHU. So this is the time for them to get another win under their belt. As we do see slowly going through that center.
Yep, they're fighting for that mid space right now. They're grouped up towards their dog is gonna clear mid doors for them as dog comes and gets destroyed by Viper.
Jack there.
Yep, Jack. Backing off on mid and trying to maybe look something towards on A as you have their Yoru moms there. But Wizard and Jack is still. They're still worried about the doors pushes. They're still jiggling there.
Yeah.
But
They kind of sat there a little bit too long. They should have gone in when that dog had him distracted at the front door. It could have cleared up a little bit. But SNHU here getting ready to basic group up. We do have the Waylay dash into the point. There is that Astrid star coming down. SNH, so far, no one has gotten picked off as everyone is basically blinded by this wall right now.
yeah, but the Colin is gonna be able to get into backside, but they still know about him. There's like three people in backside right now. So Dart gets destroyed. The wall is still up. It's still Wizard is trying to look for something with the Astra. Is gonna push that push the backside with the blind. Gets one. Haunt is gonna get two, and Dylan CS is gonna clean that. Dylan CS is gonna clean that up by getting a 3K as he gets Akira as the last one.
Another round SNHU here, making it 8-7. So I mean, there's only a few more rounds, 5 more rounds in this game for SNHU in take go to the next round. But both teams looking fairly even across the board in terms of their weapons right now, minus the light.
Yep, the Vandals, just by the guns point of view, they are pretty same. Vandals and Phantoms from both teams. We have mid pressure again, but Dylan CS kind of jiggling on that top. Joey is gonna get Dwums on elbow, and we do have some information on mid now. Haunt is gonna get one, and Colin and Potato are both gonna get picks there, and SNHU is up by like 2 people now in this round, which should be good for them as they can go towards A side and make that plant and just play post plant while those 2 people come back as make that rotation towards A side as they were both B players.
Yeah, it looks like there's maybe just a little bit of miscommunication on how many people they wanted on the A side, because I mean it was fairly wide open after the Sova fell there, and Haunt just was able to push onto the point, take out the one defender there, and that left that whole side of the map pretty open. And Joey there gonna get taken out by Colin. It is only gonna be Akira's gonna be the last individual, but Akira might just be backing off and just trying to save the weapon.
Yes, he does need to save the weapon. As 350 in the bag right now. Doesn't have much money to buy next round, so that weapon is gonna help them take the next round maybe.
Overall, SNHU still in the good position overall here, as they're not even. They're just going to let the bomb go off.
9-7 now for this. Utica is gonna their buy round, and another half gonna have to switch sheriffs. Phantom there. One is gonna hold off, so only the Phantom that was saved is gonna come, and I believe that Akira has bought some of his sheriffs to buy next round. But yes, the same mid pressure is going to gone off here again. Flash on doors, and Colin is gonna go up dash and get some information on doors. Maybe it was a fake on mid, but that fake did not work at all because he left some space on his B main, and we're like 2 people playing here.
SNHU here going to throw some stars down to create some smoke conversions going through there. We're going to take out Potato. But now SNHU is kind of trapped in that one area as they don't know where Joey is. Joey there pops up, takes Colin out, and Dwums and Dylan both going to get eliminations there. Akira though going to take Dwums out. It is now up to the lone individual Dylan to be the last one standing for SNHU.
Yep, with 5 HP, has to have to fight 3 people there, but the spike also not being landed, but goes down by Akira as he was just 5 HP, and a Thrifty coming in for Utica now. 9-8, still going toe to toe.
Yep, SNHU here still has the advantage being a 1-up, but they need to kind of get back in that win streak going like they did in the very beginning of the game.
Yep.
Going across the board, I mean, Phantoms, Vandals, heavy armor, pretty standard loadout here. Neither now these teams kind of far enough in the round that they're pretty even. It's just gonna have to be different who picks any round. It looks like SNG here might be going back towards that A site. They're plenty aggressive here as the dog's gonna go out, and it's gonna see there's 3 people right there, and SNG decided to back off.
Yep, the dog spots all of them and is going to back off. Maybe go towards that Viper in mid. And Viper has so much space on mid. I mean, like they have a lot of like half of the doors as well. But they decided not to go through mid. They're going to on B. Really disciplined plays from Utica here, and the push comes in Dylan is gonna get inside with the flash, and Enzo is gonna get Colin as Dylan CS is gonna get Joey on backside. Fake plants to hold something out, and Henzo is gonna get Dwums also. They need to get Henzo from here as the bomb is being planted. Look for Astra, but as Haunt gets Wizard in CT, Haunt is looking for one more on CT, but doesn't get one. Gets traded by Jack. Henzo is still in back, gets one more, gets Potato, and ends his streak with a 3k as Dylan CS trades in. Dylan CS with a 3k, but gets cleaned up by Akira there while he takes the round.
And that is going to make it 9-9. So both teams now are back at dead even.
Yep, 9-9. Just
Yeah, SNHU here going to have to get everything going, but there is going to be a timeout coming from on the SNHU coach. I mean, we kind of saw this team was in lead, and now that lead is slowly starting, slowly crumbling now back at dead even. We saw kind of, I mean, wasn't a lack of presence. They were on those points, but I think they weren't fully clearing some of those points before they started planting, and that kind of just leaves you to get shot in the back, as we saw a couple of times.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing that happened with Utica. They didn't clear Dwums in that position, and they were getting cleaned up by him.
Yep.
Sometimes he would come up with 4K, sometimes he would come up with 3Ks. Now Joey FPS is doing the same thing with them in that spot where he kind of shoots them in the back, as we've seen in this round as well. I mean, they just need to clear all of the angles as they go in sight. You know, maybe let their initiator dog them out or something, and then they can go into sight.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, when you both the teams, I mean, they have the same weapons. I think at that point, it's just a matter of maybe who has more time, who's more patient in terms of just making sure they're doing it before they fully commit to this plant. But we are back after that quick little timeout. As soon as you hear, looks like they're going to aggressively just push for that A site.
Yep, SNHU is looking towards that A site. All of them on main, and only Neon Acro is kind of fighting for them. Silva ult does come through. Silva does holds that left side on that map, but doesn't get anybody. Ult from Astra also comes in as Vele dashes up, but doesn't spot anybody. But Haunt is going to go down. They're going to go through that molly, and Colin is going to find Acura there. But Potato is going to find Joey FPS while Colin gets spotted by the Dart.
Yep, Dart there going to reveal location for at least a few seconds. As we see Potato and Colin both get stuck between rock and a hard place. Potato there going to fall to Henzo. And he's got to make that choice, and Henzo there going to take out Colin, and that's going to be making it 10-9 SNHU. Now falling behind.
Yes, SNHU now falling behind as they were in lead of 5 rounds. I mean, that's Valorant for you.
It's all about that momentum. Whoever carries that momentum through.
Well, the sheriff's coming in for Valorant. For SNHU now. Just one shorty by Colin there. Well, that makes sense as he can slow and dash up, you know? The dash and slow, so shorty can be a good weapon. But he decides not to take that as he goes for the bandit in the last second. Playing methodical now, playing default. Gonna put some pressure on maybe mid and go up through elbow. Henzo does spot Haunt here, who is jiggling, trying to find him. But Haunt isn't able to get Henzo there. He's gonna get in that smoke. Akira is gonna, with the op, get Potato, and Henzo is gonna get 2 more.
Bombs there are gonna get caught between the Neon and just falls there as Henzo is gonna be able to finish off those from that high spot. Just kind of get stuck between basically both sides of the team there. Unfortunate as it is now 9-11. SNHU here is now slowly falling behind, and it is almost match point for Utica. They just have to get another one.
Yes, 9-11, 2 rounds down now. Now SNHU, they need to come up with something, maybe like, you know, go through the mains of the site in like more faster. They've been playing defaults. Well, I see that they're all grouped up words on B main with the Yoru ult coming in. Gonna spot that there is nobody on site who is playing right now, so they should be able to. They should be good to push that site here, and they do have sight, and now Utica is going to have to play for that retake while Henzo and Sky are on the flank. This is a pretty good flank. Joey gets one, and Haunt is going to trade uh, Joey there, while Potato gets the crazy pick on Henzo there.
It
You
is-
never would have expected that.
Nope, and now that everyone is gonna have to go through that point, Colindo's gonna take out Wizard. They're gonna have to. Then we do see Jack here just blind firing, trying to get something going, but it looks like they're not going to be able to get in there. Forced to back off here, trying to take out someone at least with him, and we do see Akira here going to just
Save that
run
weapon.
away, save the weapon they have, and that is a win for SNHU. Might be able to take out Potato. He's going to take Potato out there in the last second, and it's going to be 10-11.
Yes, 10-11. It was pretty interesting to see that there was nobody on that B side to hold it off. I mean,
Nope.
they were just playing it for retake, and the retake was not up to the par to hold Snoo off there. But good round for Snoo. They're just down by 1 now.
Yep, and we do see Utica there. It does have 4 ultimates just kind of ready, awaiting lineup. We see Phantom Phantals. We also have that operator. It's kind of chilling right there. That is going to be probably the biggest issue for SNHU. They're going to have to be very, very careful. Looks like, though, they're going to go for this mid, and there is a dog coming out. They're going to let the dog go. But the Sova there is going that dog out.
Yep, so it takes the dog out. They do smoke mid. They're working towards doors now. And so drones and puts that layer of utility for SNHU to kind of deal with, while that layer is going to back them off the drone and go back into spawn. SNHU maybe go towards on an A site, while their Viper has Haunt has some space there. But the Viper has ulted there, so I don't know how this could be beneficial for SNH. But they are gonna be.
I mean, I guess if they want to go through and just push through and
Yeah.
just fight through that DK, I mean, I guess that works.
I mean, it
But
does.
I mean, you're just gonna take a lot of unwanted damage
Yeah.
and lose kills before the fight begins.
Yep.
See the
push-
opposing Molly does come out there. Jack waiting, it doesn't see, and we do see Haunt and Dylan both gonna fall in that engagement. SNHU now gonna quickly grab that
30
spike
seconds
with the
left.
waylay, and maybe make a push towards that B site.
Yep. Well, they did exactly what you told them to do. They were just walked in towards that Viper ult and kind of got picked off. But now we have Colin going towards B with bombs here, and they are gonna make that plant and
10
wait
seconds
for
left.
for the rotations to
Planted.
come in, which they already have. They're like on seat.
Have to be very careful with Potato there. Doesn't know the Wizard just kind of peeking that corner. We do see there are now. If we're go again at Potato, though, is going to get hit from behind on the high side. Joey, they're going to take out Wums. Colin though still going, is going to get a double right there. It's going to do a little bit of a rewind. Gonna has that waylay ult ready. Might go through the smoke. So some time. There goes Neon, but Akira there is going to finish that off with the double shot.
Why didn't he ult? I was waiting for the ult.
I wasn't quite sure what
Yeah.
happened
Match
there.
point.
Like, he just canceled his ult, maybe saving it for the next round or something.
I
but
mean, it is match point, so SNHU does need to win this.
Yes.
And even that, they need to win like another 2 rounds. They have to basically win the next 4.
yes, the next 4 rounds, as if they win the 2, they would have to go into OT overtime after that. But yes, but we do have still a Stinger coming in and a Sheriff in the hands of SNHU, while Utica is still doing good with their economy. Still the same play there. Smokes on mid and going into doors, putting some pressure on doors of the A site. This time actually going in all the way. Soa is going to get backed out there all the way to backside, while they do still have Viper. They're looking in on mid, trying to find some pick, but nothing peaks them. But they do know there is the Wizard is on backside. Break the dart. They don't know about the Viper. Jack can make this play, but Akira gets a haunt there with the op, while Wizard takes Colin out. While Jack doesn't have to do anything as they push out the side because Sova has got it. Well, Potato is just holding for Jack there.
Yeah, Potato being the lone man there on that A side, as everyone else it seems to be rotating towards that B site. This is match point. Make a break there. Zillion gonna get picked up the headshot. And Dom's there. Just gets picked off from a different, looks a different direction. Is now Potato. Potato now has to take out 5 people and is not gonna be able to do. And that's gonna be a team ace, and that is going to be the win for Utica tonight.
Yes, and as you said, it was only by 3 rounds. So,
Yeah, I was at 2 or 3. So.
Yes, 3 rounds, pretty good. Well, it's a tough game for SNHU,
Yes.
but they played good. I liked the first few rounds, but they just couldn't adapt well. On the Utica was just leveling it up, and then afterwards couldn't even get around afterwards.
Yeah, it's just like it's that momentum. Once you kind of build that momentum up, you gotta break it really, really quickly.
Yep.
Or else you're gonna get rolled there a little bit. We kind of saw that as Utica really kind of locked in those last like 5 or 6 rounds
Yeah.
or whatever it was, and just pushed SNHU. Played very, very defensively and just waited for a lot of their picks to come by, and it paid off for them.
Yeah, no, they actually knew about their default, which is they smoke mid and then they go towards that doors, But I would have expected them to change how they play.
Yeah.
Well, while they were, losing rounds off of that, maybe go onto some mains and fight. Give them some aggressive plays instead of just playing default. But they didn't do that, which was still, working out for them.
Right.
But it all comes to gunplay sometimes.
Yeah, it's those 50-50 fights.
Exactly,
Kind of
exactly.
just a toss-up, especially
Yep.
you never know where those utilities go. Who's gonna have the molly? We saw them walk through that Viper ult there, like 2 or 3 rounds ago.
Yeah. That Wiper ult walking through, and then they
Yeah.
got picked off by Jack and Wizard towards, and then they were 2 down, and then Akiro takes down the Lurk with the op. So wasn't really good for SNHU, but still 10-12, 10
Yeah.
to 13 is good.
Still a good showing. But that is gonna be Utica advancing to the finals.
Yep.
For the ECC. But as always, make sure you like, subscribe. All the links below will take you to the page, so you can know when everything goes live. Tomorrow it will be a double header with Overwatch starting at 6 p.m. It's going to be SNHU Sapphire against SNHU Pearl in the EC, followed by Sapphire playing, I don't remember college right now off the top of my head, but we'll be playing a game at 8, so it will be a double header tomorrow, so we will see you all then. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.